and welcome to another beautiful episode of Memory Ninja Girl. My name is Helen. This episode is as beautiful as I am. I said what I said. So on today's episode, we will be talking, or I will be talking to two amazing guests, and we'll be talking about what changes after marriage. Listen, this episode, whether you're single, whether you're married, in a relationship, out of a relationship, single, married, equally married, whatever it is, you need to listen to this episode. What changes after marriage? Your friends, do they still talk to you after they're married? Or do you ghost them after marriage? So on today's episode, we'll be talking about all of that and more, because there is so much you need to learn, unlearn, and be aware of. So I have with me amazing guests, and we will be right back. So we're talking about what changes after marriage. I already told you I have with me Feyisayo and Olubunmi. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi, Helen.
So Bumi is married, and our sister here, she's still. Are you single or you're dating or?
I'm dating.
Dating.
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure?
Very sure.
All right. And you're married?
Mm-hmm.
Are you married or partially married?
I'm married, like fully married.
Are you married?
Yes. Okay, so you could use two things. I'm fully married. Trad, the court, everything, church.
Equally married?
It's nice.
You know what that means?
Okay, so Ikoyi is twisted kind of, but
very twisted.
You know what? You know what they said were about people who got married at Ikoyi?
They once transitioned from marriage to dating, but don't worry, we did the traditional marriage and then customary courts. Is about the laws of the land, and so I'm still married.
So
very much married.
And you'll be married in Jesus' name.
I'm still married.
You will continue forever be married.
Forever
exactly.
Married.
So let's say that prayer for you.
Yeah, forever married.
All right. So you've been married for a few years now. What has changed between who you were as a bachelor and who you are now?
Okay, so basically, I won't say a lot has changed. Yeah, of course, it comes with this some certain responsibilities, and that's not. It has nothing to do with finance. Some certain responsibilities, respect for one another. The things being single, pretty much you can do a few things. You can hang out with the boys till late, till whenever, till you can do club hopping, and then from this night to another night and all that. But when you're married, you just have to respect. It's not like you can't do those things, but then you have to respect your partner, and it swings both ways. Yeah. So for me, not much has changed. It's just basically the sense of responsibility, knowing, okay, I'm accountable to someone. Yeah. Right. So the accountability part is there. And for boys now, we are not used to being accountable. We are usually, baby boy, need borrow. But it's just the sense of accountability. And once you can get that right, I believe you should be fine. You shouldn't have a problem in marriage.
So, now, before you were, it's all about me. But now when you're married, you have to think for two people. So it's about us. It's about we are in this together. It's not I am in this.
Exactly. Like you want to change your phone as a guy, you have to think of changing your wife's phone first, because if you buy a new phone, you won't use that phone.
And a car?
You won't use that car. Just buy ours first, then.
So many people, I would say, and I'm saying this because I have a few friends who have said things, and also I have experienced things. And I remember I also have a situation with you, Adira, where we said when you got married, certain people stop talking to you.
Yeah, you ghosted me now.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about that. So let me move to Feyi. Feyi, what do you think of women who are married? Your friends, your married friends, what do you think about them? What changes after they get married?
Okay, let me say this first. Like we were saying earlier, marriage of then is different from now. A couple of my friends are married pretty young, not like old, so definitely they still want to feel among. Most times, what's up girls, let's go out. We do that, but it cannot always be like that before. They have some sense of responsibility. They have a home to build, children to take care of, and all of it, so they should be thinking further than we, the single, they're not married. You understand? So I won't say much change, but it's still going to change.
Can you compare the relationship you had with them then and the relationship you are having with your married friends now?
Yes.
It's still very mature. You still hang out?
No. We don't even talk much. Like, they're not always there. Like, on before, like, okay, I have a problem, I want to talk to my friends, okay, what's up? Anytime I can call, but now I can just call her anytime, you understand? I'll be like, okay, what if she's with Oga, you know? But I will have to think about other things. So
you are already attesting to the fact that marriage changed the relationship that you had with your friends.
Of course.
And then, do you feel like, did you when your friends got married, for example, did you stop talking to them in any way?
No.
But they distanced themselves.
No, I won't say they distance themselves, but depending on the location.
Okay.
Yeah, of where they stay now. Like, I have a friend that got married a couple of months ago. She stays in Benin. Before she stays in Lagos. So I can't, she can't be coming every time, you understand? So yeah, distance
sort of affected
us. But communication, yeah, we communicate, but not like before still. But at least we're still friends, so we relate.
Someone was telling me a while ago that men are the reasons that they are the one who tells their wives not to speak to their single friends anymore. Like,
true.
Seriously?
Okay,
yes.
She just agreed to that.
No, I totally disagree. Why would
she agreed to that?
But I disagree.
Okay,
I totally disagree. Why would a man tell? Of course, okay, I've heard cases like that. Very few, very, very few. I say, I don't want your association. I don't want your association with this person. I don't want this. But trust me, you guys had your period of courtship. You knew these people before she got married. So why should those things change? I feel it's more of the women that do that to themselves. How? The women want to flaunt their ring, and then when they have missed their friends, when they're in their gathering, they'll be, my husband said this. Right? And then before the lady says one or two things, yes, my husband said the same thing.
Hello.
And then some girls are not comfortable with that, and then they start distancing themselves.
That's not true.
But trust me, for guys, they're usually free. Like,
That's
come
not
on,
true.
hang out with your friends. In fact, guys want you to even go out with your friends. Leave me. Let me be. Go
I
with your
don't
friends,
agree with that.
Okay, what do you think?
Because even in normal relationships, like with dating, boyfriend and girlfriend, is a normal thing when girls are gathered. Oh, my boyfriend did this. My boyfriend said that. We talk about it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So why are we going to bother you talking about your husband?
But why? Okay, so the question is, why is it that guys still hang out with their friends and then the ladies don't hang out with their friends anymore?
Yes,
guys still say, I'm going out with the boys. Of course, responsibly. You have to get back to the house at the curfew madam gave you. So
curfew.
Madam will give you curfew now.
Right.
Say, guy, this good that you are going, come back in one piece.
All right.
And then come back by this time. You might stay maybe an hour or two extra, and then you buy some gifts. When you're going, the gift is your gateway to the house. Otherwise, you're not entering the house. Just pass the gift over the gate, then the door will be open. So, but for ladies, so it's not about the guys. Now, guys will still hang out with their friends. They are old friends. But the ladies, no, I don't think they do that. I think there's this sense of superiority they get.
Women have when they are
married. That's
yeah.
not true. I don't agree with that.
Well, that's what I've seen over time.
I'm partially here and here. So I've had situations. I really do not like when I'm out with married friends and they start saying, my husband says this, my husband said that. Because my point is, before you got married to this person, you had a life. A whole life that doesn't include your husband. And we had conversation you didn't even bring up my husband or my boyfriend, except when there is a heartbreak, when breakfast was served, or when your boyfriend got you something. But aside that, we don't really hear, oh, my husband likes this food. You don't hear my boyfriend likes this food. But these things happen. Also, I agree with Feyi as well, that sometimes the husbands are the one who would say, I don't want you to hang out with this your friend because
so
birds of the same feather.
And
your friend was one I saw at this hotel.
Yes.
It was one.
God bless you.
And you don't know what they even went to that hotel to do in the first place.
Thank you.
Okay, so my view concerning that is, before you got married, you guys dated, you had your period of courtship, and then, trust me, relationship is about adjustments.
Right.
So when you guys were probably dating, the guy must have said maybe once or twice that, I don't think I'm comfortable with this person. Even the lady would have told the guy, this is your friend, I'm not comfortable with this guy. And trust me, it's funny, but when a lady tells you, this is your friend, I'm not comfortable with it, give it maximum a period of 2 years, you see the reason why that guy is not a right friend for you. For ladies, I mean, they have that instinct. I've been in that situation once or twice. But then, it's all about compromise. Okay, I don't like this person. Okay, I can shift. Okay, I can shift. Or okay, let's work it out this way. Okay, let's meet in between and all that. So it's like that on both sides. But I mean, nobody's getting married to. I want to believe nobody's getting married to an animal or a dictator that would say, now that we are married, you
Don't do
of
that.
Ellen, you're not talking to this person again. And no, I don't think so. I think it's more about the ladies now saying, I don't want to do this. I don't. Do you know, okay, sometimes when I'm out with my friends, my wife works full time. I run businesses, and that does not necessarily require my presence. Then sometimes when I'm out and I'm rushing home, that my wife is going to get back. She'll be tired. Let me just make something for her. And there are times that she's out with her friend or she went to her parents' place or something, and then she's racing home. This guy will travel. As in they come back today, as in they come back, okay, food suppose day house and all that. Or this guy has been out all day, let me make some friends. So it's all about, sometimes it's about who gets some first, but you know, the typical Nigerian man will still come in and say, no, I'm the husband and you cook for me now. What's that? And then when the guys cook for their women, they feel very special. But I don't think a guy will tell you, it's my opinion, a guy will tell you, no, I don't want this person, stay away from this person.
They do that. And another thing that I've noticed about guys is they don't, like women, if your husband come home now and tell you, I don't want you to speak to this person again, you start to see that immediately the woman starts to withdraw from that friend. But men, they don't really compromise the same way that women would. They are like, but that's my friend, we grew up together, I know this person before I met you, but those are my boys. Then you start saying, but this was the guy that gave me a business proposal. But women will generally start saying, okay, I think I understand. Then you start withdrawing. Because you want to keep your home.
Okay, so I think it's first the women system and the men system in terms of reaction is wired differently.
Okay.
Now, I think some guys might not be able to just ghost on some people that, no, she does not want this person, so I have to stay away. Sometimes, ladies are fast thinkers, guys are deep and analytical people. So if you tell me I don't want you with this person, I would ask you why. Then once you give me those reasons, I would take my time to take it in, then observe also. So, but before a guy will tell you I don't want you with this person, the guy has thought it through, I believe, has thought it through back and forth, and this is the reason, and then he should be able to give a good reason for that. The checks and the balances do you get. But for a lady, they might just feel, I don't like this guy's face. I'm not comfortable with this guy, I don't like his face, and that's all. And you now ask, why? I don't have a reason. That's just it. And you expect me to just withdraw. It doesn't work that way.
Sometimes women don't go into details, don't you agree?
I agree. That's poor communication.
It's not poor communication because the guy would come and tell you that, how dare you talk to my friend like that? Men are egoistic, they're like, this is who I am, my friends are like this. So if you're accusing my friend of, okay, for example, if I say, I think your friend is a thief, what does that say about you?
But who did you tell that to me or the guy?
To you, that if I say, I don't want you to move with this guy because I think he's a thief.
Then
of course, I would have seen things that.
Yeah, then I'll ask you for instances. Like what?
So am I supposed to now tell you? I saw your friend going to our kitchen to steal our meat.
But
you won't want to say that.
I'm not going to say that.
I'll just let you know I have my reasons, but just avoid this person.
You have your reasons. That I think that's where the male gender and the female gender conflict. You can't just tell me you have your reasons and that's it. You have your reasons. Yes, we're married.
You trust your wife.
Yes, I do.
So you should trust your wife to know that she would always make a very good decision on your behalf.
Okay, I trust you.
Okay.
Right? Does that mean you can't make a wrong decision?
It doesn't mean that I can't make a wrong decision.
Why have I?
But if it's not something that I never woke up one day to say, Adera, Bumi, stop talking to this person.
But it's as good as you
wake up one day. That just happened. Of course, that means something triggered it.
Yes.
Something triggered it, yeah.
You're not going to make
something
blank assumption, would you?
But you're asking me to make a blind decision.
It's not totally blank because
we saw something.
Just
the way you guys then approach us and be like, this is your friend. I don't like.
You say something. You say something.
And we want to respect you guys because we want to show you that you're the man.
But if you ask
and we do what you want.
But if the guy should tell you, I don't want you with this person, do you know the guy will give you reasons?
Not all.
Well, I think most guys will give you
reasons because I've been in that shoes. I was kind of living with a guy. I won't say I was married, but we're working on that for 3 years, and it got to a point. My friends don't see me, and they were like, "What's going on? What's going on? Why are you not online?" But he doesn't want me on social network. I had to abstain.
Wow.
You understand?
Okay.
I knew what I was losing, but I wanted to keep something.
But then that's the compromise. It's both of you's agreement. I mean, that's why
I was trying to please him, because left to me, I would not go off social network.
But that's what I'm saying. Every relationship has a room for compromise.
Yeah, so why do you guys
have to
also want
adjust.
to know? Why do you want to ask and keep asking? Why don't you just listen to us and just,
We can't you can't just tell us jump and then we say how high.
But you can tell us
But
that.
we jump all the way.
All the way.
I'm giving you, okay, if I tell you stay off social media.
What is that you're saying? That is just right behind the camera. What are you saying?
I'm saying that's how it is.
That's how it is.
So women should continue to jump.
Because you guys are male, ego,
Oh, jeez.
or what?
Aside
Don't
the
just-
fact that, the funny thing is, I actually support her.
Okay.
Being the fact that men would literally tell you what to do.
Thank you.
Okay.
They would definitely
Most
do it.
men, not all.
Well, taking you away, taking me away.
Not even most men, some men.
Vice
Some
versa.
men, yeah.
It
So
goes
I've
both
seen
ways.
myself, I'm not like that. I've seen that it's not like that. So
It
my
goes both
assumption is
ways.
that no man does that.
It's like
All of you right now say that I'm not like that because we are in this room, we are in this space.
No, but that's not what
but
I
see, and I've come to understand something now as I grow older, that the relationship that I have with you as my friend is different from what you would have with your wife. Like I could say, oh, Adeyera is a perfect gentleman. Your wife might say otherwise.
True.
Because she knows you. She has seen you in all, when you're hungry, when you're tired, when you're frustrated. She has seen everything that makes you.
True.
So it's different. You might be that person who says equal rights, equal opportunities for women and men, blah, 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 blah. You might just be that one who goes back indoor to say, I am the man in this relationship.
Yes.
I am the husband in this house. I am the head of this family. I am your head.
Yes.
And you are my neck.
Yes.
Even the Bible confirms it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so there is a part that says the man is the head of the family. And that, okay, so some men avoid the latter part of it, which means you're the
A lot of
spiritual
men
head.
are non-legs
Yeah,
and
you have to take
leg.
the. But that's just on a lighter note. Okay, and then there is a part, women obey your husband and all that. And then there is a part that says husband love your wife. But
And respect.
Respect.
Respect is submission.
Thank you.
No, respect is not.
Respect is-
respect is not submission.
See, if you respect
If
somebody, you'll be loyal to the person. You'll be submissive to the person.
No.
So, okay.
Respect means
Wait,
I respect your opinion, you respect mine.
No.
If respect is same as submission, then the English people would not create two
Not
words.
you. I'm not respecting your opinion. I'm respecting you as the man in my life.
Okay,
So I expect you to respect me as the woman in your life, not
Perfect.
my opinion.
but how is that? I still don't. How is that different? Because okay, there are some certain roles the men play in the house, and I'm not talking about provision for the family and all that. But technically, we do realize that the man is the chief security officer of the house.
Oh, yeah. Until they see snake.
Like me, if I this nigga will jack back. But you see,
Hello.
but you see, that comes with lots of decision making, lots of judgment call. And then if something goes wrong, the first person they will call is, where is the man in
The
this
house.
So you don't want to jeopardize that. You don't want to toy with that. You don't want people to blame you. You don't want the policeman that didn't even go to school to start asking you, where were you when this was happening? And then you look stupid.
Talking about submission, Google says submission is the action of accepting or yielding to a superior force or the will or authority of another person.
Okay, so
wait. The word says superior, right? So you are saying
I'm picking the word force.
force.
Okay.
Is the action of accepting or yielding to a superior force. The superior force can be a person. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Force is what I have a problem with.
okay.
It's
Or the
superior.
authority of another person. So you cannot say that your wife should be submissive to you, and you don't want to listen to what she wants to say. You don't want to understand the fact that she says, I don't want to see this guy with you. I don't think this your friend is a good guy. So it's an authority that the man is saying, on your behalf, I want to make this decision. On your behalf, I think this is good for us. I think this is good for our family. Because if this person is still in our lives, we would have this problem, we would have that problem.
True.
Women can see.
Because we are more the spiritual.
Okay, so you can see, but you can't explain it. That's what you're saying.
I don't see that I cannot explain it. Yeah.
So
you guys are never okay with our explanation.
But the truth is, we are not wired
because
the same
you believe
way.
no, it's my friend.
Even we're not wired the same way. That means you are not going to have you should not have the 100 say every time.
Yes.
Yes, we are not wired the same way. Yes, Adela is a man, I'm a woman. It doesn't mean that when I'm saying something on your behalf that I think is good for us, that would be good for our family in the long run, it doesn't mean that you should not listen. Or you should not accept. Why should I be giving you example every time? Why? Why should I be giving you samples? Examples?
Why?
All the I don't understand.
We don't ask you guys why every time.
But then I answer why. My wife asked me why, and then I say, this is what I've seen.
Of what you guys are after.
But sometimes I don't preach submission. I preach respect.
Okay. Right.
And then respect comes with a lot of things.
Yes.
Some people don't. Some marriages, they may not necessarily love each other, but then they respect each other, and then it's enough for them.
Yes.
I preach respect. Of course, I preach love. I preach respect, not submission. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're not in the slave trade era, and then we're talking about submission. You have to do this. You have to bow to authority.
Are you saying
before I got married?
Or you're just saying it? Is that what you believe in?
Yeah, that's what I believe. I believe in respect.
Okay.
And then respect comes with a lot of things. It means we respect each other's opinion, we respect each other's decision, mm-hmm. and then I believe in dialogue about these decisions. We are now one. This is two party coming from different background entirely, mm-hmm. and then you told me, okay, this is your decision about something, or this is your opinion about something. You should respect mine too. And when I say, okay, don't you think this is not right? Don't you think we should do it this way?
Do you want me to come in?
And
okay,
go on.
No, you finish.
So I mean, that's about it for me. I preach respect. Okay. No, I preach more of respect than submission.
If you preach more of respect, and you say that your respect includes respecting your wife's opinion, mm-hmm. why must you always ask for why? Why so
opinion
important?
Should be formed out of information.
The information that at the moment,
but how can you tell me you formed an opinion?
Is not enough for you.
No. How can you tell me you formed an opinion for you without an information?
She's already giving you an information, which is
that's not an information. I see that more as an instruction.
No, it's not.
Is it not for you because
you've seen something?
Okay, you've seen something.
Yeah, I cannot just wake up one morning and look at his face. I'm like, no, baby, I don't want to be with this person. It's not possible.
Then you should be able to tell me what you've seen.
It doesn't work that way.
That you haven't seen all the while you've been with him.
It's possible.
Girl,
what is it?
Girl, that's a lot. That's on period. So, Adela is not going to agree with us.
I won't.
Obviously.
And you guys are two and one.
That is yeah.
I'm sure that agrees with you.
No, he doesn't.
And
he just said he took my side, right?
That doesn't agree with you. So let's quickly take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk about boundary in relationship and marriages.
Okay.
I like that.
I like that too.
We are back. Yes, we're still talking about what changes after marriage. And I still have with me Feyisayo.
Yes, Feyisayo.
And Adera. Olubunmi Adera.
Yeah,
that's the full name. And she's
Feyisayo Okulaja.
So I'm you know your girl now. My name, you know my name, so I don't go there, but my name is Helen. So I was still so now we're talking about boundary. How do you draw a boundary between yourself and your married friends?
Okay, how do I draw boundaries between my married friends and I? I give them the space. You understand? I give them the space, and when I say I give them the space, like, it cannot always be like normal. Oh, what's up? Oh, like we're talking on the phone, we're chatting. It cannot always be. They need their own time too. Right. Do you understand? Yeah. So you should learn how to respect their privacy, their space, so that you guys won't lose respect for each other. at the long run.
Do you ghost your friends?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't ghost my friends.
Okay. Everybody knows that. They lie. I'm not a ghoster, but one thing I do is when my friends, Adira already accused me of being a ghoster, that I ghosted him immediately he got married. And my reasons are, first of all, go down low. That was what Dayo taught me. So, firstly, I won't say I ghost my friends, but I give them space. When Adira is a guy. If I'm closer to Adira, more than the way that we are close right now, I start calling him. Like before you got married, I remember you used to come to my house. We stay for 12 o'clock, 12 a.m.
12
and we gist 1 a.m. And I still escort him out. I will still talk about random things. That would never still happen.
Yeah, true.
You know, it would never happen. It's not something that I'm expecting from you now that you're married. So for those reasons, one of those reasons. So I'm not going to be that friend who would be calling you every time, and your wife would be asking you, why is she always calling you?
True.
You know, did you date? Did you guys have anything together? Did you guys dated before? Things like that. I don't want all those questions for you.
True.
Because it's going to affect your marriage. If I'm calling you every time, I'm saying, I have this business proposal. What do you think about it? And the next one, I'm saying, Adela, where are you now? I'm hungry. It's not going to work.
True.
How do you feel when that sort of happened between us?
Okay, so I think I'll talk more about the male to male friend thing. Okay, so you guys she talked about with a friend, and then you talk about the opposite sex.
Right.
And then for me, I'll come in from the angle of male to male, respecting boundaries and all that. Now, one thing, an unwritten guy code is there are some things you never talk about. Take for instance, guys still go to guys' house. I mean, they'll still go, hey, what's up, and all that. Of course, with limits and all that. But there are some things, maybe you saw something, there are some things you just don't mention until the guy brings it to you. Because, see, some things can just tear your friendship apart forever.
True.
So there are some things you see and you would not even mention. Just, if the guy brings it to you, you might still not mention. There are some things you just have to take to your grave. There are some things you're not comfortable with. Okay, knowing fully well that this is Bumio. He eats 8 a.m. every morning before he got married, and then when he got married, you visited his house and 12 noon, 1 p.m. he hasn't had his breakfast. It would be so wrong for you to say but you might take jam. Do you get? So that sends a wrong signal, and then you might end up itching the relationship. Now, I may not feel offended, but if you had said it in the presence of my wife, you are gone. You just say the next day, like you said, I don't like that your friend. It might be 2 weeks. I don't like that guy. Why? I have my reasons. Like you said, I have my reasons, and then there is no explanation to that, and that will be the end of the relationship. Then, speaking of the opposite sex, of course, you have to respect your partner. It's more about respecting your partner. How would you feel if you, of course, once upon a time she had male friends too, so someone calling her day in, day out, that's before you can't take, don't dish. So someone calling her day in, day out, I have this business plan, I have this. For me, it's even funny. Me, I told my wife that me you see, agreement. If we have to sign, let's sign. And then she didn't keep more of male friends though. So that was just like. Did
you see that? Did you hear that?
No, I mean,
she didn't.
Got married, she never kept lots of male friends.
You said, I told her and then she didn't keep more. So you
before the marriage, she didn't have a lot of male friends. The male friends she had were childhood friends. They went to church together and she still has them as friends. But of course, it's not like before. They also respect boundaries. They understand they can't call her day in, day out. Let's go to this bar, let's drink and all that. It can't happen anymore. Okay. Yeah, if she wants it, why I'm liberal, she can. But of course, it can't be every day. So.
Yes. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
When I left my ex, and he was like, "Oh, you don't call me, you don't do this," and I was like, "When I was with you, I complained about your exes calling you. So why would I leave you?"
Oh God!
That one is a thief.
No, you don't understand. No. He's not even
about
all that. But let's talk. But I don't feel comfortable because I'm like, the girl in your house, in your life, how will she feel? Me calling you every time, like, I want to talk. No, I won't do that because I won't take it. You understand? And he saw my point because I was like, this was what I used to complain about, right? You can't expect me to do the same. It's not possible. You understand? So, I mean, not everybody likes that. Really.
Do you think before couples should have the conversation about these things, what you should do, what I expect you to do after marriage?
Okay.
Or I don't want you to be with your friend, I don't want this, I don't want that. Do you think this conversation should be, people should converse about these things before they get married? What do you think?
I do.
Yeah, I think everything should be discussed.
Yes, discussed, yes.
Including that one?
Yes,
depending on the person, depending on your partner, depending on who you are with. Because you don't want to get married and then you're walking on eggshells because you can't express your mind. You can't say, you don't want to offend this person.
You can't say how you feel.
You can't say how you feel and all that. Because the question will now be, was I not like this before? You get. So I think you should have conversations about
everything. Put it on the table.
Everything. But it doesn't mean you should now say, come, let's do family meeting. This is the checklist. You can't do this. You can.
No. It's not going to be like you. It's not going to be like instructions. Yes, you guys are talking about
that one. I don't think I would like that one.
Yes, it's fast to talk about it.
It's you should talk about it.
And also talking
about
what
are you in your relationship if you are not talking?
And also about
communication.
I like to do these things. I like to do that thing, this thing and that. And I don't think that when I'm married to you, I don't think I want to stop doing these things.
So that's why you should have conversations.
Exactly.
Are you comfortable with it?
Yes. No.
Fine,
so
you're going with the marriage. Are you comfortable with it? No. Then you move your separate ways. You go and find what you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the influence. This is the last question. I hope so. Let's talk about the influence the society has on married people and their friends. So the society sometimes will tell you that, for example, your mom would say, what are you doing with those girls? Don't allow your friends come to your house, your single friend, before they come and snatch your husband from you. What do you think about that?
I think my mom is very right because
I think I'll go with you on that.
Nowadays, he was not even entered marriage, even just boyfriend and girlfriend self. You don't trust anybody. You're the least person you expect as a friend wants to,
I trust me.
Partially.
Okay.
So as I was saying, so I won't advise my friends coming to, like, okay, come visit me, but not all of them.
Not all of them.
No.
People like us and we're allowed to come.
Okay, I will look for, the reasonable ones, the ones I know, okay, no. They won't do this, not in a million years to you. You understand? Okay, come say hi. Maybe my husband is not at home. Oh, what about me, Sherry? Come and play with me, things
what
like that.
What if they like the aesthetics in your house, the interior?
No, they should not like it, because I will like it for them.
This question raised then, and I would answer with maybe one or two examples. We went for my brother-in-law's birthday, so we're at his house, and then in the heat of the party and all that, then a friend or maybe an acquaintance, well, I don't know, to my wife walked in. Okay, she has been in. We were all there. I just sat in one corner as in-law that I am. And then the girl was telling my wife, she was saying, your husband is so fine. That day I was like, aww. And then the next night I was, see, I people know you say you don't get sense, but don't ever think of leaving your husband though, because if you leave your husband, I will F your husband very well.
You said that to your wife?
Yes. And I was staring. I was like, okay. And then as if that was not enough, then later that night, because we were like the last, so that my wife is the last born, so she's fond of her brothers, and she's the only girl, so she's fond of her brothers and all that. So it's your brother's day. Me, I'm just Uber driver. Yeah, whenever you're ready, we'll go. And then the lady came to me. Oh, thank you so much for taking care of my friend. I really like you guys together. You look so good together.
Thank you.
But I've told her not to leave you. If she leaves you, I will so F you in and out.
She said that
she's already passing the
I'm on air, so I can't use the exact words.
I understand, but she's passing it already.
She's passing
it. In and out and all that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
She will do it.
And then I walked away. And then when we got to the guy, I told my wife, this one is not your friend, though. This one
At all.
that I'm looking at. She said, she's not my friend before. We are just childhood acquaintances. Okay.
You can tell me that, but don't tell my husband that. No.
I just told her, Auntie, be careful of friends that want what you have. I mean, there is a difference between someone wants to be like you, someone wishing to have something like what you have, but be careful of people that actually want that thing that you have. Is this cup you have? It is this cup. Just be careful. These people.
No, there's no problem. I'm looking at. She won't come to my house. It's not big.
So my wife. So the second example is my wife does something. None of my wife's friend has been to our house.
Nice.
So sometimes I tend to ask her, you don't have friends me that can say. She say, why? She likes being alone.
It's not like she doesn't trust you, but she doesn't trust those friends.
It's not even about.
So it's normal.
Yeah. So she does not. None of them. The only person that visited us is a mutual friend, and then we went to school together. We were classmates and all that. And then maybe she's been, and that's okay. She's got just 3 friends that I know. So 3 friends, and that one, that's like her best friend, and she has only been to our house twice. And that one is even a mutual friend, so she does not invite people over. She does not like it. Whatever her reasons are, I don't know, and I don't care.
God bless your wife.
It's not my problem. But me, hey, guy alpha, I did house. Come.
Normal.
So that's I think that's it.
Wow, that's your wife's friend. Oh, liar.
I'm a beg gift.
That I was shocked.
I think she swallowed lion because she's so bold.
Yeah, because what I see from everything, fine, you can come and tell me jokingly about my husband and we'll joke about him that, but you going to my husband to tell him that, no.
You see, that is why
you won't do that.
You know what I do? Carla, Thank you so much, guys, for being on the show with me.
Thank you.
Guys, we just spoke about everything. What changes after marriage? You already heard from us. And I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, helen.mwang. Memo of a Niger Girl is available on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. Subscribe, I beg, just do it. I'll see you next week now. Guys.